Hi, boys and girls. So, we are going to continue to learn about plant and animal relationships. Lesson 2.3, we are going to investigate how roots and leaves grow. So, we're going to do that by completing a writing activity about roots and leaves. So, last lesson we learned this word system, and it's a group of parts that work together. So remember, we learned about how the parts of a plant work together to help the plant survive. The stem, the roots, the leaves, and the flowers all work together as parts to help the flower survive. So we are going to read once again from this book, A Plant is a System by Rochelle Urban. And as we read, we're going to think about what have you learned about how new plants grow. So we are only going to read a part of this book today to help us because these 3 pages will help us with the activity. So let's get started. Plants need water to live and grow. A plant is a system with parts for getting the water it needs. These parts are called roots. Roots take in water to help the whole plant grow. There is water in the soil, and roots spread out in the soil to get the water. As you can see here in this picture, that is the roots that take up the soil, take up the water in the soil. Roots have tiny hairs sticking out. Root hairs help roots get water from the soil. So as you can see, there's a close-up of the root hairs um, right there. And that's what the root hairs look like close up. How do hairs help the root get water? The hairs work like these threads in a towel. Tiny threads help the towel to soak up water, and tiny hairs work the same way for a root. They help to soak up water. So this is just a blown up picture of someone sopping up some water with a towel. And so these threads are what help the towel soak up the water. And so that's the same idea as the root hairs. Every part of a plant needs water and food. The roots take in water. And how does that water get to the leaves? And the leaves make food. And how does that food get to the roots? A plant is a system with a part for moving food and water around. And that part is called the stem. The stem connects the roots and the leaves together. And the stem carries water to the leaves. It carries food to the roots. So here is a picture of a tree. And the stem of a tree is also called a trunk. So this big part of the tree that you guys can climb on and touch is the way that the food and the water travel from the leaves to the roots and the roots to the leaves. So today you are going to complete this assignment by labeling each part of the plant in the box below. Then you will draw arrows to show how the plant uses sunlight and water. And then you will answer the question below. How is a plant a system? And how does it use its parts to get what it needs to grow? So here's some lines for you to respond to that question. And don't forget to label your picture. And I hope this lesson helped you learn a lot more about how plants and roots are part of a plant system. See you next time.